Hello and welcome to Learning Crypto and welcome to a new video. First up, please make sure you do like this video and that you are subscribed to our channel. Today's video is fundamental analysis. We'll have a look at the general market sentiment across Bitcoin and altcoins. We'll then have a look at the greed and fear index, moving into some crypto news. And then finally, we will take a look at what's currently hot. And we all know that everyone is banging on about REEF finance. So we will just do a little bit of price analysis and just have a little bit of a chinwag about the current FUD that's going on. So here we have the Bitcoin market dominance chart. We are currently at 61.86%. It's been quite resilient in around these areas now. I mean, we did pop down to 59.63%, but we soon pop back up, and we have gone above this area of resistance at 62.65 a few times now. But if you look on the weekly level, we are failing to close above that level. So on the weekly, alt season is still on the looms, and as long as we can keep pushing down towards this next support level of 57.23%, all is good. So I mean, we may push back up above this level, but if we're looking for the weekly close, I mean, let's see how this week goes. If we do close below this, then I think we're still going to continue to go down. Bitcoin is, I mean, you could say it's spoiling the party a little bit, but I mean, it's just doing its thing. And there's so many institutional investors now. We've got MicroStrategy's, Grayscale. There's a lot of big people involved in this now. So they are adding Bitcoin to balance sheets, which is pushing the price up. So altcoins is going to have to wait a little bit longer. I am still waiting for a Ethereum breakout on the BTC pair mainly. If we just look at the Ethereum BTC chart, this is a weekly time frame. Look how much room we have to maneuver before we even get up close towards all-time highs on the BTC pair. And if we just look at that in a price perspective, from current prices, we have just dropped below this monthly level support up to those all-time highs. We've still got 237% to make up on the BTC pairing. So I do think Ethereum's got a long way to go. I've been saying on a couple of my videos that I think we will hit 2k very soon. There's a lot of channels out there that are saying ridiculous amounts like 20-30k, when I think you just need to be a little bit more conservative. I think 2-3k over the next few months could be a good potential scenario. So that is the overall market sentiment. Let's check out the greed and fear index. We are currently showing 95%, which is extremely high. It is showing extreme greed. As you can see, the historical values 93%, 95%. I mean, last month we was down at 79%. I mean, in a bull market you would expect that to be high and stay high, and I'm not too concerned whether that greed is high. I would be concerned if it were going into this areas down here when there's fear, because you know the markets are dumping them. But let's keep it at this level. To be honest, we could stay at this level all year for me. I think it will be good for crypto in general if we keep getting new people coming to the market and buying everything up. One thing I will also show you is the Bitcoin CME futures. This is the oscillators, and this does just show you a general market feeling. So it is a neutral on the oscillators. A summary, I mean, it is showing that it is a strong buy on the technical analysis, and the moving averages are also showing a strong buy. Moving into some news this week. So Uniswap reaches $100 billion in cumulative volume amid the DeFi explosion. We do know that Uniswap has been an integral part of the rise of DeFi. It has allowed people to pretty much get away from the centralized exchanges and trade at their own free will. Only one slight issue with that is that it's daylight robbery, because the Ethereum network is a total shambles at a minute. The fees are astronomical. I mean, I've seen fees up to $1,000 at some stage, and in general, a transaction should be less than 10 cents. But the network is heavily congested, it's unscalable, and there's a lot of issues going on. But that is not stopping the amount of volume going through Uniswap. So I'm presuming some people are buying $20 a sausage coin and getting $50 fees. But if that's what we want to do, then that's what we want to do. We do need Ethereum 2.0 pretty sharpish. If you have not heard of the proposal, which is EIP 1559, that is a proposal to pretty much slash the gas fees and make it a deflationary model at some stage. But this is good for Uniswap. This is good for DEXs. There is going to be a rise of DEXs, I do believe, over the course of the next few years. I mean, once fees are sorted out. I mean, we also have DEXs like ZilSwap, and we also have a Polka version as well. There's a lot going on with regards to decentralized exchanges. Probably not very much liked upon by local governments, but this is massive. $100 billion in volume. As you can see, the CEO, he's the creator of Uniswap, Hayden Adams. He's just showing his satisfaction there that we did hit a massive amount. Just say that Uniswap has processed over 1.2 billion worth of transactions in the last 24 hours, according to CoinGecko, placing in amongst the largest exchanges for cryptocurrency exchanging. I remember when we had the DeFi explosion in August of last year, 2020, and CZ, the Binance CEO, wasn't too happy. He was trying to add all these projects, all the DeFi projects, to his exchange. We know what happened with Sushi. That had a massive rug pull in the code, so he got a bit of shit for that. And then he tried adding all the burger swaps, and it just didn't work out for him. In general, I think Uniswap is going to be the lead one of this, and I think centralized exchanges need to step away from it. Sticking with DeFi, because why not, 1inch has also staged a new Vampire airdrop to Uniswap users. Vampire meaning random people that have used Uniswap or Mooniswap over the previous 6 months. I've tried connecting my wallet up, so if you have used a Uniswap before, go onto the 1inch DEX, connect your wallet up, go down to the bottom and see if you're eligible for the airdrop. It is random. I think something like 25,000 new addresses got airdropped this amount, and it's not a small amount here. If you look, sorry, no, it's 9,094 addresses. It was 25,000 was the previous one. It did say here that 527 inch worth about $3,000 were distributed to 9,094 wallets. So you may be lucky. Go and check it out. Do not miss out on those free tokens if you have used Uniswap in the past. It's worth definitely trying. This again is just more DeFi news, more centralized exchanges, more decentralized exchanges that are starting to get a foothold in the space. Only pretty much since we had the rise of DeFi in August of last year that fees are becoming more apparent. It's just like I say, exactly the same with Uniswap. The fees are pretty much astronomical at the moment. And finally, let's finish up by doing some price analysis on REEF Finance. There's been a lot of FUD around this recently. I'm not going to read into you about it because I am sick to death of hearing about it, but it's just the old Reddit crew trying to get in cheaper, big whales manipulating the price. It's the exact same what happens in stocks. People shorting them just to try and get cheaper entries, FUDing a project. It is something to do with the developer working for projects that rug pulled in pretty much in the ICO days, but like Ash mentioned in the group, a lot of these projects that started in 2017 pretty much disappeared. So it's going to be a lot like a lot of these food coins. A lot of them are around now, but give it 6-7 months and you won't even have heard of them again. So let's do a bit of price analysis on REEF Finance. Considering the amount of FUD that this project has, we've not done much of a retracement, to be honest. Things are looking good. It's held up well. Yeah, probably all these wicks down are the whales of the FUDsters who are pretty much buying it at pretty much 4 cents. They probably want it at 4 cents, so they're buying everything within these wicks. So let's have a look at some potential buy zones. So this is a 4-hour time frame. We'll take this as a beginning of a move here, so we'll just use the Fibonacci for this. I do not have any support and resistance levels on it currently due to not much data, to be honest. So if you are looking for some investment opportunities, then we do have a couple of key levels. So I always target the 382 level, so you could look at 0.042196. But you could also look at the 618 level. I never pretty much target buys at 0.5 level, but I've noticed recently there's been quite a few confluences on the dumps that we have it at 0.5, so I'm just leaving that up there for some eyeballs. So you got two potential buy zones here. If this does roll around, I can't see it's going any lower than this, to be honest, at 3.5 cent. Everything's getting bought up within these wick areas. If we just get rid of the fib now and go onto the daily time frame and have a look at some targets that we could potentially go for. So let's put the fib on from top to bottom here, and let's have a look at some extensions that we can potentially go for in the next coming days and weeks. So we do have the all-time highs at 0.056. Next, you really need to target these fib extensions. So we have a 1.27, which is at 0.062. And then we have the 1.618 level, which is 0.069. My ultimate target over the course of the next couple of months is 10 cent. We are not a million miles off that, to be honest. Let's have a look from current prices up to 10 cent. Where's that? 10 cent there. So it's 127%. You might think, oh, that's a long way, but we do know in crypto things can absolutely fly. So that is some potential buy zones there. A couple of targets on the fib extensions, and then my first major target is 10 cent over the course of the next, I don't know, the next few weeks to the next few months. But let's just see how it all plays out. So that is going to do it for today's fundamental analysis. Please make sure you do join our Telegram group, which is the Crypto Mob. You will find the link in a pinned comment in the description. Please make sure you do like this video, that you are subscribed to our channel, and we'll catch you next time.